Hi, this is Becky E for B3 Fitness. I'm here at Fuel in Abbotsford with Krishnal. Today we're going to learn about pre-workout supplements. So Krishnal, why don't you tell us what is a pre-workout?
Well, the pre-workout is basically what the name implies. Pre meaning before and before your workout. So pre-workouts have many roles. Most people think, well, it's just like a little kick up for energy, but it's really integral for having a good workout. It's not just as much as making you want to go to the gym, it's optimizing your workout at the gym. So making use of all that energy that you have, letting your muscles be able to lift the weight, having the proper nutrients to fuel your muscles so you don't break down. It's just a great tool to add into your...
Okay. So we have a few options here. So why don't we start at the top?
Well, at the top here we have is Amino Energy. This is what I recommend to most people that are starting out as a pre-workout, mainly because it has a whole variety of amino acids. And amino acids, they're the building blocks of building muscle. They make up the protein, and protein, as we know, helps recover and build muscle. So amino acids are great for during your workout because they're really simple, your body doesn't take much time absorbing them, and they help your muscles from breaking apart, and they help you from fatiguing. So you can keep going and you don't feel as tired as much.
Okay.
And also what Amino Energy has, which is why I recommend it for beginners, is it has caffeine to give you that kick. And the sources of caffeine that it has are from natural sources. So it's from green tea and ginseng, so you don't get that crazy crash after, and you don't feel as bad. You feel great going in, and you feel great coming back after.
Okay, so being that it's caffeinated, how long before going to bed would you suggest taking something like that?
Something like this, well, any kind of caffeinated pre-workout, any kind of caffeinated drinks, I wouldn't recommend from as far as 6 hours to bed or 4 hours, depending on your tolerance. So if you get really jittery from having a cup of coffee, I would recommend something like this in the morning as like a pick-me-up. But if you don't, you could do it like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, depending on what time you go to bed.
Okay, awesome. Let's move on to the next.
Okay, so we got a couple here. As I was saying, if you are one of those that are really sensitive to caffeine, then something like a caffeine-free pre-workout would be best for you. And also, if you're trying to build muscle as well, caffeine-free is a great one because caffeine, as we know, acts as a diuretic. So what that means is it takes away water from your muscles. And for a lot of us, if we're taking supplements such as creatine or any kind of protocol where we involve hydrating our muscles tons with water, taking something with caffeine is kind of the opposite effect, taking away the water. So caffeine-free is great for two reasons. One, for keeping your muscles fully hydrated, and as well as giving you no crash, those kind of effects.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm noticing some of the flavors on these. So as far as what to mix it with, what's your suggestion?
Mix it with water. I've had a few people ask with milk, and I wouldn't recommend it. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. So no milk.
Okay.
Water's completely fine. And yeah, they taste great. Pre-workouts have come a long way. Most of them taste amazing. Fruit punch, raspberry flavors, lemon. There's a whole variety of stuff out there.
Great.
And I'll talk about these two here. This is the caffeine-free. You can also get the Expand with the caffeine, and this is wired. And what these have, it's like a really good pre-workout that covers all bases, especially if you're in the gym training hard, if you're outside running, if you're doing some kind of CrossFit sort of training, like any kind of training, it's perfect. Main reason is because it has a whole variety of specific amino acids to help with recovery. Now what I mean by specific amino acids is arginine. Now arginine is an amino acid that helps promote blood flow to your muscles. So if you're ever at the gym and you feel that feeling where your muscles are just pumping up or they're tearing apart, it's a great feeling. It's not a painful feeling. That's because of the arginine pushing the blood into your muscles. So you get more nutrients into your muscles, better oxygen uptake. It's a great feeling.
Nice.
So both of these pre-workouts have a good amount of arginine. They have beta-alanine, which is an amino acid that helps with endurance. So I'm sure you notice when you're doing those sets and you get to that 9-10 rep, you feel that pain and you just want to stop. Well, that's lactic acid building up in your muscles. Now, what the cool thing about beta-alanine is, beta-alanine has the ability to soak up hydrogen ions in the lactic acid, and that's what causes that pain. So once you can soak that up, your threshold is a lot longer. So that's a great way to enhance your workout by getting a lot more reps in by taking a part of it. That.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But we do want to chase that burn, right? So making sure that you're doing all you can to, like you said, go that next step further.
Perfect, yeah. And playing on that beta-alanine part, this is a pre-workout called Novum. It's fairly new. It's a great pre-workout because it has a lot of beta-alanine and a lot of ingredients performance-based. Now, as I was talking previously about the pump, this product is free of arginine. So say if you're doing an endurance endurance kind of activity, you don't want your legs pumping up with a lot of blood right away, because that's going to tire you out. Instead, you can take a product like this where it just has the good amino acids for endurance, like it has taurine for natural energy, optimum brain function, focus, and it also has the beta-alanine to keep you going. So this is a really good one out there for people that do longer sorts of activity.
Okay, so a long distance runner, for example, or something like that?
A long distance runner, a dirt biker, anybody that's on there for good amounts of activity and feel tired.
Okay, awesome. Let's move on to the last one here.
Now the last one. This is some pretty strong stuff. It's called 1MR, and I wouldn't recommend this for someone that's sensitive to caffeine, but something like this would be ideal for the person that really wants to step up their training. This will give you a ton of energy, a ton of focus, and it just amps up your nervous system so you can push heavy weight and just break through plateaus. This is great for in the morning, and since this is a fairly strong pre-workout, I would recommend just using half a scoop to start off with, and that goes to say for all the pre-workouts, assess it. If you haven't taken one before, please do take half a scoop or even a quarter scoop just to assess your tolerance.
Great, thank you so much, Krishnal. So definitely if you're looking to rev up your workouts, take it to that next level, come into Fuel here in Abbotsford, talk to Krishnal or any of the other staff here. They're more than happy to answer your questions, and have a great workout today. Talk to you soon.